Honestly, your air fryer can make eggs even better than cooking them on the stove. Hi everyone! If you've ever dealt with fried eggs that turn rubbery, yolks that get overcooked, or boiled eggs that are impossible to peel, then today's video is going to make your mornings a lot easier with some super simple air fryer egg tips. I've tested every method: fried, boiled, poached, and even scrambled, and all of them take just a few minutes. Stick around till the end and I'll show you exactly how. Method 1. Fried eggs. Let's start with something everyone knows: fried eggs. But this time we're making them in the air fryer. For this method, a small non-stick baking tin works perfectly. It fits into most air fryers and helps the egg keep a nice, round shape. First, add a small amount of oil to the bottom of the tin. Crack an egg into it and cook at 200 degrees Celsius, about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for 4 minutes. The time and temperature sound good, but wait until you see what happens after those 4 minutes. When you take the egg out, you'll notice that even though the white is fully cooked, the texture isn't as soft as you'd want. That's because the heat from above makes the top of the egg a bit rubbery. So here's a simple trick for the perfect fried egg. Crack the egg into the tin like usual, but this time, cover the tin with a piece of foil. Fold the foil tightly around the edges so it stays in place and doesn't move inside the air fryer. Cook the egg at the same temperature, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, but this time for 10 minutes. The foil protects the egg from the direct heat coming from the top, allowing it to cook more evenly. After 10 minutes, you'll get a beautifully cooked egg with firm whites and a soft, tender yolk, no rubbery texture at all. Now, you can clearly see the difference between using foil and not using foil. One egg turns out soft and perfectly cooked, while the other one is dry, overcooked, and kind of chewy. So don't forget to cover your egg with foil when air frying. Method 2. Boiled eggs. Let's move on to boiled eggs. The air fryer actually does an excellent job with these. Another great thing is that it doesn't really matter whether your eggs come straight from the fridge or are at room temperature. The difference in cooking time is very small, so you don't need to overthink it. For soft boiled eggs with a runny yolk, place the eggs directly in the air fryer basket and cook at 170 degrees Celsius, about 340 degrees Fahrenheit, for 7 minutes. The egg white will be nicely cooked, while the center stays soft and creamy. These eggs are perfect with toast, noodles, or just a little salt and pepper on top. If you're like a medium yolk, not too runny and not too firm. So 8 minutes is the ideal cooking time. The yolk is cooked just right. Slightly firm but still tender, making it great for everyday meals. It's very suitable for everyday meals. And if you prefer a fully cooked yolk, just cook a little longer. At 9 minutes, still at 170 degrees Celsius, 340 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll get a firm, bright yolk. That's perfect for salads, lunchboxes, deviled eggs, or quick snacks. The texture stays smooth and doesn't turn grainy, which is something that often happens when boiling eggs on the stove. And the best part? You don't need any water at all. Just set the timer, close the drawer, and your eggs are ready with almost zero effort. It's one of the easiest ways to prep meals or make breakfast simpler. Method 3. Poached eggs. Now let's talk about poached eggs. This is where choosing the right container really matters. It's actually the most important step. When I first tested this, I tried different cups and molds, and the one that worked best every single time was a small non-stick pudding mold. Its shape and material help the egg cook evenly and keep a clean, beautiful form. Start by adding a tiny drop of oil to the bottom to prevent sticking, and make the egg easier to remove later. Then pour in a little boiling water. Add a little vinegar. Crack the egg into the mold and put it into the air fryer. Set the temperature to about 190 degrees Celsius, 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and cook for 8 minutes. When the time is up, take the egg out of the air fryer and transfer the egg to a plate. The egg in the pudding mold looks really nice, smooth and evenly cooked, and perfectly shaped from top to bottom. So, if you want a poached egg that looks like it came from a cafe, the type of mold you use really makes a difference. Method 4. Scrambled eggs. Finally, let's make scrambled eggs in the air fryer. Scrambled eggs need a bit more attention and stirring. Start by whisking 2 eggs with a little milk. This helps keep the eggs soft and creamy. Place a small non-stick baking tin in the air fryer and add a bit of butter. Set the temperature to 150 degrees Celsius, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and let the butter melt. Once melted, pour in the egg mixture and cook for 3 minutes. After that, open the drawer and gently stir the eggs with a silicone spoon. This step is important because it prevents the eggs from sticking to the bottom. Continue cooking, stirring every 2 minutes. It takes a little patience, but each stirge helps create those soft, creamy curds we all love. By the 9-minute mark, your scrambled eggs will be fluffy, rich, and perfectly cooked. Even my husband, who used to doubt air fryer scrambled eggs, had to admit they were surprisingly good. And that's it, my friends. 4 simple egg recipes your air fryer can handle perfectly. Fried, boiled, poached, and scrambled, all without standing over the stove. I hope this video makes your mornings easier and more enjoyable. If you found it helpful, please like the video, share it with anyone who needs faster breakfasts, and subscribe so you don't miss more kitchen tips. Thanks so much for watching, and I wish you good health always.